Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we are back from CES. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
Hey, babies. It's time for another Dave Rates Screens.
Woohoo!
All the rage. We got some good coverage.
All the rage.
Yeah.
I do miss you, Dave. We spent, 98% of our time at CES together?
Yeah. I think just maybe a couple times we were alone in the restroom. Well, there were times when we were together in the restroom, but there were a couple when we were not together.
Hey,
But yes, and hey, Grandma, welcome to the chat. I want to remind everybody that this is the Not Nerd Show. We're two nerds who talk to not nerds and help them tech better. I hope that's one of you out there, that we can help you tech better. Today, we're going to talk about your hat. We're going to talk about tips and tricks, of course, just the headlines. I mean, who could live without that? And we've got a very special hot take for you, CES edition. And we're all very, very looking forward to talking about that. And I hope it's interesting to you, but please let us know in the chat if you're bored and we'll move along.
Yes. Well, before we get started with that, I am wearing a hat, and you can see right there. If you've been following on the socials, you saw this one.
There it is.
My cat hat, the Richardson 112 6-panel. Now, you might be saying to yourself, you might be thinking, wait a second, I remember on episode 456, weren't you wearing a cat hat from the Caterpillar equipment manufacturer? To which I would say I was. It was not this hat. It was this Timbers themed cat hat, also a Richardson 112. They love the Richardson.
Also be a duck themed hat, perhaps.
Yes. But that was from a Timbers game. I think I bought it off a guy that had been at the game. But yes, we got this at the cat booth at CES.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk a little bit. I'm going to add into our thing. We'll talk a little bit about swag, our swaggerness,
swaggy
in our CES thing. But before we even get to that, we have some Apple news today.
There's news besides CES? Is that even allowed?
Yeah, now that CES is over, there were one, I think it was yesterday and today. Now Apple's like, okay, CES is over, holidays are over, we can start announcing stuff.
Yeah.
Today, they announced their new Creator Studio, which is a subscription, shocker, $129 a year to get the professional suite of apps. So this is a very interesting thing. I can see a lot of people getting frustrated by this, but also it's 2026. You got to get used to the subscription stuff. So what is included in here is Final Cut Pro on the Mac and iPad, the video editor that is amazing. Logic Pro on Mac and iPad, which is the audio editor. Mm-hmm. Here's a new entry, Pixelmator Pro, which is, I got to take this tag off the bottom of my hat. That's driving me crazy. Pixelmator Pro on the Mac and iPad. It's just a little cat. Oh, that's an actual cat tag. I gotta scan that QR code.
You're gonna get some free something. Yeah.
Yes. Motion on the Mac, which is a motion graphic software. I don't know that I've ever used it.
It's like Adobe Motion. After Effects. You can move things around and whatnot.
Yes.
There's more. That's a very simple. You can move things. Okay, there you go. Nice. That's all you need to
know. Compressor, which is for compressing audio and video files.
That is correct.
Main Stage.
That's a tool that helps live musicians manage their sounds and.
That's why I have not used that one.
It's for live performances.
So to get the top versions, they still have standalone versions of the software, one-time purchase versions. I had seen something that it included free versions, so like Numbers, Pages, Keynote, and Freeform.
Yeah.
The free versions will exist. However, it says at the end of the article, only Apple Creator Studio subscribers will receive access to some of the premium new AI features and content and all of those. So that's a big change because Numbers Pages, Keynote, Freeform, Number Pages, Keynote have been around forever. They were, what was it, iCloud, MacMe, .me, all that stuff for that.
It was Apple.
iWork.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And before that, it was they had something else. So what I'm unclear on is I own Final Cut Pro, Logic, Compressor, and Main Stage bundle. I think I get Main Stage for that. I have that bundle I bought years ago for very cheap, and I keep getting updates perpetually. Will I continue to be able to use those tools, or will they stop being updated and I'll be forced to move to this new subscription bundle? Do you have any idea?
Yeah.
Those are Mac only. Mac only. There's no iOS. iOS.
Yeah, you don't get the iPad version of that. It says here Apple Creator Studio, and this was just announced today, so I haven't gotten to catch up a lot on it. Will receive access to exclusive AI features and premium content across not only the Final Cut Pro and Pixelmator Pro apps, but also the iWork apps later this year. So if you want the best fully featured versions of all these apps going forward, you will need to subscribe to the bundle. But since they're still selling this standalone, I believe that you would probably be able to, there will probably be upgrades. It'll probably just be limited, and who knows how much you're going to want premium new AI features and content.
I got to tell you, if it's anything like their Siri, no thanks. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Don't want it.
So the other piece of Apple news, I can talk.
Are you Porky Pig today?
Yes. Apple picks Google's Gemini AI for its big Siri upgrade. So this has been rumored for quite a while, but Apple finally announced.
Oh, I thought it was already announced in canon, but I guess not.
No, I think it was. Yeah, I think this is the official statement. Sign up for their daily newsletter.
I sure do not like that popping up there. Let me get rid of that.
No, The Verge. We saw some people from The Verge at CES.
We did.
But yeah, so for their future models, so they'll be able to tap into Geminis, but they said privacy is still a focus. I'm sure they are going to pay Google a lot of money to be able to use that. So I just wanted to mention that because that has been some big news. But now we can get on to our main topic, CES 2026. We were there 5 days. It was basically 4 24-hour periods that we were in Las Vegas. We were live last week on Tuesday night after our first day at the show when we had just gotten warmed up. We were getting our feet underneath us. And then things just went from there, Dave.
Yeah. I'm not sure I did a day one supercut. I don't find that.
No,
video.
I don't think we did have a day one supercut. But yeah, that was a good one. And I kind of created a list of things as I remembered them at the show. This was the day 2 supercut. So day 1, we were at the West and Central Hall. They all confuse me, all the halls of the convention center. And then Tuesday, we hopped on a shuttle bus, and it was kind of an interesting system, if you remember, Dave, that there was a bus that goes straight to the Venetian Expo Center.
Right.
But we were talking to the little convention center helper, and he said, oh, you have to walk way down there, 15 minutes to catch the bus to the Venetian. But if you walk just over here, you can catch the other bus that goes to Treasure Island, which is
just across
from
the
Venetian. But then we had to wait a long time for that bus. And then Vegas, being across the street.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 20-minute walk, but we did, I think I looked, and it was over 30 miles that we walked while we were there.
Yeah, hindsight 2020, we should have just walked to the proper bus, and it would have taken us right where we wanted to go. So it probably was a wash, probably the same amount of walking, the same amount of time. But anyway.
Yes. And I will quickly say that we have been posting a lot of content on the various social medias from the show. We still have plenty more to go. But Well, let's backtrack. So we stayed at the premier
Oh,
hotel on the Las Vegas Strip.
yes.
And by premier, I mean the longest existing, the Circus Circus. And so we stayed at the Circus Circus, and they have the big towers and the casino in the main building. Oh, no, no, we weren't in that building.
No, no.
We were in building C of the annex buildings. And we quickly found out that the free hotel Wi Fi was not working.
Yeah.
Dave spent over an hour probably on the phone trying to open up a support ticket to get Wi-Fi working. And if the two of us on all of our devices can't get the Wi-Fi working, cell phone
Nobody
signal
can.
wasn't great. So trying to upload videos and stuff, it's a miracle that we even got that live stream out, because we did not have internet speeds while we were there. But
No.
yeah, so we stayed at the Circus Circus
So
without
here's the
Wi-Fi. So that's
Adventure
why we didn't
Dome.
do. Oh yeah.
If you were in building C where we were and went straight up in the air, you would get this shot. So to the left of the Adventure Dome is the main building, I believe. So yeah, Circus Circus. So
Yeah.
we weren't we were down a piece. But that's okay.
Yes.
It was
Yeah,
fine.
it worked out fine. We got our steps in, and it was the price was. I won't say the price was right. The price was better than most
Yeah.
places
Oh
on the
yeah.
Strip.
You know what? I just remembered I owe you a whole bunch of money.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that
that's
after
neither
the show.
here nor there. So, anyways, yeah, Wednesday, the second day of the show, we went over to the Venetian. Now, downstairs at the Venetian is it's all the countries. I mean, there's probably 2,000 booths down there.
Yeah,
They are all
there's
super small
definitely
booths. There's
a
different
lot.
countries. A ton of different countries have areas. There's a bunch of Kickstarter type stuff.
Yep.
We saw a lot of interesting stuff down there.
It's definitely the small vendor booth area.
Yes, yes. And I forgot, I did have a picture of there was a electronic abacus that will train you to use an abacus that
Yeah,
the guy
it's
was
here.
really excited to talk to us about.
It's in here, right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
talked to
so
this guy.
like a lot of the booths, they have like a folding table or just kind of like a little stand and a little bit of their product. Very unlike upstairs at the Venetian and the Las Vegas Convention Center.
Yeah.
But so yeah, Tuesday we did that. We started downstairs. We found the media lounge and got our free lunch. Then we went upstairs, which is a lot of health stuff, home stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of that type of stuff. So that was Wednesday, me dancing. That's always a classic.
That's always you gotta see that over and over again.
Yeah. So then Thursday, we went back to the convention center. We walked to the West Hall, which was closest to Circus Circus, and we rode for the first time the Tesla Loop.
Yes.
Brought to you by the Boring Company, Elon Musk's company they had one of the drill bits. It was probably 10, 12 feet across.
Yeah, it was
a
big.
round thing that just digs holes. And we got to, basically, they have a ton of Teslas, and you ride through these tunnels and it takes you to different spots. One of our drivers was telling us they're going to put in a ton more. This is kind of the first stage of it, but
they're
there's
going to the
lights
airport.
and yeah, they're going to go to the airport and all over the Strip, but it's all underground. They do have drivers in all the Teslas, which I thought was kind of interesting, because if you have full self-driving, what better place than in tunnels that you completely control? It seems like you could program that in to work pretty well.
I feel like those little Waymo cars that were driving around on the streets in which they showcased, they're like a small bus with just seats inside. They're like rectangle, like a loaf of bread with sensors on the outside. And they were driving around. Imagine one of those in the tunnel where you could fit 6, 8 people, and you've got like 30 of them, and they just drop you off and take you. There's a control center that was in the previous shot here. There's a big control center. You just have the control center controlling all the cars. You don't need drivers. I don't understand.
No. Yeah, it's been around for a few years now, but it was pretty interesting. It was totally free, so that was nice to get around. So we did get to see that. Thursday we hit a couple more of the halls. We pretty much finished Thursday, and then Friday we decided just to go back to the show to do a couple things. But I did just want to mention some of the YouTubers and celebrity. I mean, we didn't see any super celebrities at the show. Like last year, we saw Stevie Wonder and Warren Sapp, the Hall of Fame football player.
Yeah.
But we did see some YouTubers. And the first day, the guy I could not remember
Brian
last
Tong.
week on the show was Jeebs.
Oh,
He's the
Jeeves.
guy that let me wear his exoskeleton legs, and he
Yeah.
actually posted his video that I'm in. He is a big YouTuber that focuses on EVs. His video that he put out about CES, he like got a Rivian to drive to CES, and he does a lot of fun content around electric vehicles.
I wish I
But
liked
we ran
cars
into him.
more, because that sure would be a fun
Yeah, yeah,
segment to
to be
be
able
in.
to drive all these cool cars. But yeah, he was really cool. Jerry Rig Everything, which is he's a big time. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's Jeebs in his video, and there I am. He had these robotic legs, and he let me try them on, and they're really cool. We saw several booths with those robotic legs around the show, but man, for hiking and stuff, those would be a big, even walking around CES.
Yeah.
I did look at that brand, and they're about $1,000. It
Right.
says, if you scroll down, I think it says pinned comment, or maybe the description right there at the very top. No, let's see.
Oh.
Yeah, the hyper shell. Those are the ones he was wearing. So about $900.
Yeah, you can get a
But
discount.
oh, yeah,
100 off.
and yeah, so those were very, very cool technology. I could see those helping a lot of people out.
I mean, think
Um,
about it. You spent $2,500 on your laptop. I spent $1,500 on mine. If you're an avid
yeah,
hiker or you go to a lot of events and you need some assistance, 900 bucks
yeah,
is nothing for this. An extra battery is 100 bucks, and it lasts. He said about a kilometer of
yeah.
walking. So there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. And they were actually the booth, Dave, in his video. I saw the ones that had the big stairs where they were letting people try them on and walk up and down the
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah,
But
we saw that.
it's, so, anyways, Jeebs, Jerry Rig Everything, who's a big YouTuber,
Mm-hmm.
Unbox Therapy, massive like product reviewer. One that we actually got to interact with was Dieter Bohn, who is one of the co-founders of the Virgin. He actually works at yeah. How many subscribers Jerry Rig have there?
Looks 9.83 million.
Yeah,
He looks
yeah,
like
he's got a
Mr.
few.
Clean.
Yes, yeah.
And Dieter
He did, and
Bone, I don't know where to find him.
well, yeah, he's on some socials, but he works for Google now, so he doesn't put quite as much. But we were just walking through a booth, and I recognized him, and we actually talked to him for a minute or
Yeah,
two, and he had just gotten to the show. Very nice guy, very down to earth.
yeah, we were just like,
Um,
hey, Dieter, do you
what
remember
did
how
the
to spell his
robot
last
legs?
name?
Oh, we got some chat. Hey, Grandma says those legs would be great at Disneyland. They could rent them before
Oh,
you went into
yeah.
the park. Yeah, that would be nice. And I asked, what did the robot legs feel like? And it, on the regular setting, it kind of pushed your forward legs, each leg forward a little bit as you were walking. Then he put it on the hyper mode or whatever, and man, it basically kicks your legs, your
He like
upper legs forward
pulls him
each
up.
time yeah,
Yeah.
to assist you in walking. So those were very cool. Oh, we did run into
There's
friend of the
Dieter.
show. Oh yeah, Dieter Bone.
That's what he looks like. Anyway,
Yeah.
friend of the
Um,
show.
Mark
Oh, I
Middleton
thought you were going to
from the
say I
Marketing
Justine.
Podcast. Oh yeah, yeah. Mark Middleton, we ran into him, producer Todd's podcast partner. He was there working on some stuff, and so it was very cool. Oh, and they
Mark goes to
did a
CES.
episode.
He's the guy on the
Nice.
right there.
Yeah,
And there's a
I am
logo.
behind on my Mark and Toddcast. I
I
gotta
am
see
too.
what he had to say.
Yeah. Well,
But
21
yeah,
hours ago is when they posted that. So that'll be
okay.
fun.
Yeah, life has been a blur since I've gotten home. We did see Brian Tong and I, Justine, both of the official kind of host
Yeah.
content creators for the show. And then, yeah, producer Todd chimes in. We beat you to the CES recap. Yes. Yes. But did you guys go live from CES last week?
Yeah, there's
Because
the
we
two
did that.
official hosts. Yeah, we
Yes.
saw both of those, which we last year we saw them several times, and this year we saw them a couple times, and we're just like, what are
Yeah.
the chances of we keep
We
running
were
into these
on, yeah,
people?
with that many people, even to run into Mark, that was
That was
pretty crazy
unreal.
because there's over 100,000 people there. Now, the last celebrities that we saw, Dave, I think it was on Tuesday, we got these little cards saying, hey, VIP, come to this
Oh,
concert produced by LG. And so we were like, oh, well, we'll see how we're feeling Thursday night. Thursday night, we're like, okay, yeah, I think the doors open at 6. We'll get dinner. We'll head back and head over there. Doors open at 9. But we went and eventually saw the Black Eyed Peas.
yeah, that
They
was
did a
fun.
concert. Now, if you don't know, will.i.am, the kind of leader of Black Eyed Peas,
Yeah,
is very involved in the tech space. He's got a lot of partnerships. I think he has a partnership with LG.
and
He's got some AI stuff he's doing.
he's got uh, like schools that he
Yeah,
for
yeah, that
kids who
guy
can't afford them.
does everything on top of the Black Eyed Peas. So we got to see them in concert along with Ty Dolla Sign.
Yeah, here's what we
So that
saw.
was quite an experience at the Live nightclub at
Yeah,
the Fontainebleau
yeah, it was kind of fun.
in Vegas.
I'd never gone to anything like that. Um,
Yeah,
and I do have footage, but it's just like us standing in the middle of a group of people with a bunch of
yes,
lights flashing around, and you know,
yes, yes. But yeah, so let's get back to kind of the show floor stuff. That was a lot of peripheral stuff. I did want to quickly mention Dave really wanted to go up and talk to the FBI booth. They were in a hallway and they looked bored out of their minds.
yeah. I didn't get any
We
pictures because I didn't know,
no,
what the
yes.
protocol
If you
was
haven't
there.
heard of the FBI, but they were kind of there. They were there pretty much kind of recruiting, looking for people that
Well,
I think might be interested in getting involved with some of their cybersecurity stuff and that
yeah,
kind of so educational. That's why they were there.
they were a
So
resource. Like if you had
yes,
somebody who was like um, has fallen for a cybersecurity scam or had been targeted or something like that, they have resources and tips and whatever.
yes,
Anyway,
yeah.
they were fun to talk to.
So that was an unexpected booth visit there.
Yeah.
Now the booth that we visited the most times, Dave, was definitely your favorite.
Insta360.
Yes.
And I got to be telling you, I was a little disappointed. One, there was just a billion people in the booth.
Oh man, it was so packed. Now they
And
were actually selling their products and they had some good discounts. The problem is
yeah,
Dave already owns all the products. Their big new product though
oh, it's
was
right
their
there.
Link 2 Pro webcam.
And
But
then the
then,
anti-gravity A1, which is a drone
yes,
with 360 camera on it. So imagine flying through the air with a pair of goggles and the drone is moving forward across the landscape and you can move your head in a 360-degree movement and see down. You can look up. It's the closest thing you'll right now that you can get to being a bird, where you're just
yeah.
flying and looking around. And
And
they
we
made
did
it.
get to preview the goggles on that, just
Yeah,
to kind of see how it looks. And you basically, yeah, the drone can stay in one spot, but you can look all over instead of
yeah,
having to maneuver the drone around. They had a demo of that. So that's like their sister company kind of
yeah.
instant.
I think that they separated it because there was a lot of drone bans from China, and
Uh,
so I think, well, I mean, this has been a long time in coming, but I think they wanted to. They're like, well, you make the drones, we'll make the
yeah,
cameras, and then we'll work together. But I
yeah.
honestly think they're the same company.
Now, one of the things at the Insta360 booth, we went there the first night, like at the very end, like the show was closing. We went back the next day because a lot of the booths, they had like these scavenger hunts. Like you had to scan a QR code and then find different people. TCL had that as well. But it was kind of complicated. We did get, I think I got a hat, and what else did we get? Like a little
Got a
chamois or
pin.
something from
That's
there.
I got. What is it
Oh
here?
yeah, the little Flow 2 Pro pin.
Yeah, here's for those who were super curious, little pin, a Flow 2 Pro pin, and then an anti-gravity. I think it was anti-gravity I got. No, that was a different. This is a different place. Yeah, this is one you can actually fly in. So
Booth with a lot of activity. Now, I saw some stuff about things Anchor, one of our favorite companies, released
yeah,
at CES, and I was like, we didn't see Anchor. Well, I looked them up in the CES app, and they had some rooms like at the Venetian, like some conference rooms or
you
something.
had
So
to
they
get
weren't
an
even on the show
appointment.
floor. So next year we got to get the Anchor invite and
Yeah.
go see that. But
Oh boy, we have an offer here. But yeah, Anchor.com for their products. I don't even know what they released that's new because they didn't have the booth for us to see.
Yes. The photo stacks, go watch our video on that. We got to keep moving or we're going to be for 10 hours. The smart brick, I didn't know if you had any video because we did the short kind of jump video of the Lego smart brick.
I have the whole thing, brother.
The whole thing. Okay, for the next hour, sit back and relax as you watch our presentation. But just to kind of see the sounds, maybe some of the Star Wars stuff, because that's fun to look at. But
yeah. So yeah, this was the and Nate made me film everything in
I know
19.6
vertical
or 9:16. So anyway, so oh, I have a different video. This is the first one, and then
the first stuff with just kind of the animals and the dinosaur birthday and everything like that.
Well, and I had to change the
the
audio was messed up or whatever, so I did stop.
That's right. So the second part's the audio's better.
Yeah. So this particular thing is it's got all kinds of sensors. This brick. I don't know if I can zoom in here. So it detects motion, light,
color,
proximity, color. It's just amazing what you can do with the thing.
Do you have the Star Wars part, and we could maybe turn up the audio just to give them an idea of how some of that works? Because I think that's pretty cool.
All right, so
I'm when they were doing their little fight.
Okay, so I'm gonna let it play. I have to turn the audio on because it's not on by default. Because otherwise,
yes.
Here we go.
Loud noises.
So, can you hear me now?
Oh, you get that there.
In that universe. So again, we're talking about figures. So here we.
I'm gonna turn it up in the app here.
Let's
see if it...
have Luke do his introduction.
It's pretty low.
R2, companion forever, right? And we've got this X-wing here. So in the X-wing, the smart attack, we gave it a. Thank you, R2. He keeps on giving.
So it was picking it up from my voice pack, so it's a little low. So this man is talking.
Them put a microphone on the smart brick. Come on, Dave.
Yeah.
You could have been like that one girl that you'll see a camera keep coming in on the right side of the screen, and it was editor-in-chief from Nerdist, and she was just like blocking everybody out and
this was put on for her as what, and everyone else is here to watch me get an interview.
And she would tell them, "Oh, can you put it over here, or let me get a close up of this?" It was she was a little pretentious on her.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can kind of see there it's really interactive, and I've seen there's some blowback that Lego's moving away from non-digital play, and it's like if you're going to do digital play, this is about as easy as it gets. You're not.
So what do we do?
Yeah. So in this particular example, both R2 and Luke are associated with the brick, and so the sounds of their voices will play from the brick, and so is the X-wing. And as he's moving the X-wing back and forth, you'll hear type sounds. It reacts.
Do we go upside down?
You can hear it a little bit. So R2 makes his screaming noise when you go upside down. And there's a button in the back that's somehow programmed through the way they've engineered the bricks. When you press it, it'll make a firing sound, like the lasers will fire.
Yeah.
All these things
That's pretty wild too.
Yeah.
processing it all.
And then when there's another
I can also use the color
ship,
when I move
they can interact with each other. They know that the TIE fighter and the X-Wing are shooting each other, and they can react via lights or sound or whatever. It's pretty incredible. Getting a different look here. So yeah, she's coming in with the...
So yeah, back to the, I mean, the smart brick is really cool. And last week we talked about it on the show with no visuals, and then we put out our video, which kind of showed a little bit, but it was pretty quick. So this kind of gives you some of the interactivity of all the different features.
You could watch the whole video and kind of get a good idea, but it was like a 45-minute long demonstration. So not real conducive to our formats, but yeah, it was pretty incredible. And there's the Star Wars sets that are out now. They've got 3: the X-Wing, the TIE Fighter, and then the throne room, which I can, there it is right there, that you can see the play set. And they've got a Luke Skywalker and a Darth Vader on either side of this kind of rock'em sock'em robot type deal. And then
same principle.
you hit each other and make sounds.
Do a lightsaber fight. But
and that one was the most expensive one. It must be because it comes with multiple characters. But
I think they're like $70 to $140 between those 3 sets. But plenty more of that coming from Legos. So the smart brick, I think that is very cool. Also on my list, we talked about exoskeletons, robots.
Yes. Robots
robots
everywhere.
and AI. Robots and AI everywhere. I mean, just about everything had some sort of AI in it. A lot of it was kind of boring. The robots, we had laundry robots.
They fold your laundry. We've got ones that take your clothes and put them in the laundry.
We've got
surprisingly,
lawnmowers. We've got cashiers at stores that can cook your food. I did see, Dave, at the LG had their booth was probably 2 city blocks. That thing was massive, their pavilion. But there was that robot, there was just hundreds of people watching. The nice thing about the LG robot is it interacts with all these other LG smart devices to kind of manage stuff. Like the one that we watched picking up clothes off the couch and putting it in a washing machine.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 5-minute process for each t-shirt. It was
it took forever. Fast. I was going to see if I had that video in here. I'm sure. Was that the first day we?
I forget. It all blurs together. But there are a ton of robots, a ton of
I think it was an earlier
robot vacuum cleaner. Oh, Isla, she was asking me, what was that thing that you said was the most ridiculous thing you saw there? I think, Dave, see if you'll agree. We heard it in operation, then we went and looked at it. It was a robot vacuum that then went into a massive drone, so the drone could lift it up and go to like the 2nd floor and then keep robot vacuuming. That was the most overkill thing there.
It made no sense. Here's the robot that will pick up your clothes off the couch. This was not LG. This was somebody else, but
no, somebody else's. Lots of robot companies, but yeah, it picks it up. It goes over to the washing machine, turns around.
Takes 9 years to open it. There, it's gonna slowly open it.
Yeah, and then it opens it, and then it like readjusts, and then it pushes it open.
I just wanted to help it, and it's like, if you're gonna do this, get a dishwasher or a washing machine and a dishwasher for that matter that work with the robot. So when he comes up to it, the door just automatically opens. If we can make a robot, we can make a door that automatically opens. And then when he goes away, it'll automatically shut. Like, why does he have to open it? It's like, if you can afford a robot, you can afford a new washer and dryer.
And it's like, okay, so I left a couple shirts on the couch. It's going to know to go over there and pick up those shirts.
Well, I think you have to tell it to do everything. But these are proof of concept. We're not there yet. I mean, these look like finished products, but the software is very rudimentary at this point. But AI is going to fix everything, so don't worry about it, mate.
Yeah, lots of robots. We did get that tour of that electric RV. That was
Oh,
pretty nice
yeah.
with our buddy. So with our media passes, this guy, and it was on the YouTube live that we did from the show floor, the vertical one on day 3, I think. I mean, he was probably, what was it, a quarter mile from his booth, and he saw us and he's like, "Hey, do you want a tour? You can skip the line. We'll sneak you in the back and pull you on this RV."
Yeah.
Really cool
We totally got
RV.
to
I mean,
skip the
this
line.
thing,
That was nice.
it expands, like the whole bedroom in the back expands, the whole side expands. It was a massive RV. I know, Dave, we're much better than we were last year prepared on this recap show, but I'm also just like, hey, Dave, remember that one video
Yeah.
that we took at that one time of the one thing? But yeah, I mean, a lot of cool stuff. And like you're saying, a lot of proof of concept. There's a lot of stuff that is a solution for a problem that we don't really have, or not a great solution. But I don't remember that many robots last year, like maybe 5 to
Oh,
10. There was probably 50 robots this year.
there's one thing that you didn't talk about.
Oh,
I couldn't
yes.
I couldn't find the RV video. I must have
Okay.
filed it away somewhere else. But this, let me zoom in here a little bit here. We took lots of advantage of these little guys.
Oh, yes. The massage chairs, these full body massage chairs. Now, these ones, we did one the day before and we didn't record a video during it. But this one, it didn't have the foot attachment, but it had pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, your arms go in those side things. It lifts your legs up. There was a crazy one that we saw that we didn't try where it does a full workout for you. It flops your legs all over the place.
I couldn't. I don't know where the one video is. It shows.
Yeah, but no, it was nice. That one we got a 20-minute massage. The other one that had more features, we only got a 10-minute. But what did he say about $3,000 for a floor model on those things?
Yeah, $3,000 or $5,000, something like
He's
that.
like,
But
$99 a month. We can
Yeah.
get you in one. He
Yeah,
was selling. Those salesmen were selling hard on those massage chairs.
well, and the one, the more expensive one was like 10 or 15 grand. That does your feet
Yeah.
and everything else.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
Grandma says the LG robot, 2 weeks later, you have a clean load of laundry. Yeah, that's now part of the thing that I did mention today as we were watching some of this stuff. Like there was a clothes folding robot and it was pretty slow, but I'm like, the nice thing is you just set that and forget it. It's like a crock pot that,
yeah.
when these robots get to a point, it's like they just, like a robot vacuum too, those have been around and there's a million improvements on those this year and a million companies doing them. But you set the pattern that you want it to do, and while you're at work or while you're asleep, it takes care of this stuff. So there is some of that found time, but also still early days on. Don't anybody rush out.
No.
And we won't be putting any of those on our wish list because they're expensive, but some very cool stuff that we saw. Swag game was better this year. I felt like we got a little bit more swag.
Shout
This
out,
hat, of course.
shout out to Small Rig, who hooked us up with a Microsoft. We did. Yeah. The ceremonics were better. I discovered this after the fact, Nate. Now nobody cares about this, but I'll show real quick my rig. But I forgot that I had this piece that I could have used to slide my phone up higher versus doing the MagSafe piece that goes on the back. I was so excited to use this. But yeah, I have this little gimbal, and then I had my 360 camera with a magic arm kind of as a two-handled beast, and I could turn on this 360 camera, and it wasn't getting everything because it was so low and right against, I was in front of it. But anyway, it worked out. Oh yeah? Oh.
In the chat, did we
Is it
lose my
back?
audio?
I think the problem is your audio is not on my view for some reason.
Okay, we got some more chat. Producer Todd said, "Did you see the horrible Samsung fridge that has no handles because it takes an utterly silent room for you to have to say 'Open Sesame' and it has cameras and serves you constant ads on its screen?" Now I saw that there was a Samsung booth. It wasn't on the show floor. It was somewhere. We were trying to find it. We didn't find it, so we didn't see that dumb fridge. I did see a video about it. And also I saw that the Samsung Galaxy Z trifold or whatever got like product of the show. I
Huh.
would have liked to get my hands on the Samsung trifold, but we did not find the Samsung booth and we
No,
went all over the place. We tried to cover everything. So hopefully my audio is working again while
it
I'm
is. I can
talking.
see it on there. I think on my
Okay.
view, let me switch my view real quick. Test. Yeah, yeah,
Talk. Oh, I'm turned off. Oh,
you're
there I
turned
am.
off.
Phew.
There we go. So I
That's
think you're
much
back
better
on.
on the your view. Just put me over you.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know why
but
that
yeah,
was the case.
anything else on CES? I mean, it's kind of hard because we saw so much stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
That, I mean, in a nutshell, that's it. Robots, AI, and a whole lot of little tiny things. Some things I would like to see, some things that I question. Even our the star of the show, our lenticular camera video. I ponder, why does this need to attach to your phone at all? Can't I just take a bunch of
yes.
pictures and do it when I'm at
Well,
home
yes.
and things like that? It's
Yes.
technology looking for a use.
Yes.
Maybe they'll connect. Yeah.
Yes, I will remind people to like and subscribe because we have a ton more content and we are committed this year. This last year we never got around to it. This year we've got a much better system. So like and subscribe, ring that bell because we're going to keep posting stuff here on YouTube and elsewhere. There was a bunch of stuff we captured and we just can't keep going. And I will remind people next week is our 10-year
Woo!
anniversary and we're trying to get to a thousand subscribers. So we've got a ways to go. We made some good progress last week, but we need you all to be liking and subscribing so we can get to that, or else I think we're just going to end the show, Dave.
And
10
tell your
years, it was a
friends.
good run.
Yeah.
So tune in next week to see if we can do it. But
Yeah.
yeah, Dave, you know what? I think we were going to skip some other stuff because we knew we were going to go long on that.
Yeah.
What do you think about skipping your pro tip of the week, or
Let's
did
save
you
it
have
for
a good
next
one?
week. No, we'll save it for next.
Okay. Well, that must mean it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Just the Headlines. Can't skip this segment.
No,
There's
this
some goodies this
I tell
week.
you what,
But
people write in all the time and they're like, can you do two just the headlines instead of one? Or can you do a show that's just all just the headlines? I mean,
I know.
it's relentless. Now you'll notice here on the driveway cam, right in front of that white pickup, there's a what I like to call a lamp post right here.
Yes. It looks so weird without all the Christmas lights out there.
Yeah. Well, at the top of this lamp post is a bulb, and the bulb that's in the
Uh,
lamp post is going out, and so it will brighten to like 1,000 suns, and then it'll slowly dim and then just shut off, and then it'll
yes.
slowly get brighter and then bright. So if you notice it, oh, it's here it goes. It's starting to brighten up. Here it goes. Here's the 1,000 suns, but the cycle is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. I need to get the number off the pole and call PGE and have them come
Yes.
replace it. But there's like 50 other people who live in this neighborhood too. So
And producer Todd, I do see your comment. We will get back to that after just the headlines because I've got something else I
excuse me.
neglected to mention. So we'll have a little more hot CES talk after we get to just the headlines.
Dead mosquito proboscis used for high resolution 3D printing nozzle.
You can now reserve a hotel room on the moon for $250,000.
Disney Plus announces vertical video is coming to the app soon.
Ghana tries to regulate online prophecies.
Vietnam bans unskippable ads.
UK company sends factory with 1,000 degrees Celsius furnace into space.
And finally, Trump Mobile pushes back release of gold-colored phone.
And those are just the headlines. And fun fact, that first one about the dead mosquito proboscis used for high-resolution 3D printing nozzle, we got that story from Mr. Mark Middleton while at the airport awaiting our travel home. So he was talking about how they use it's the snout of a mosquito, if you aren't familiar with what a proboscis is, but they make a perfect micro 3D printing nozzle.
It's like a needle. And so, and it's hard, and it can be made. The needle is small, that technology hasn't caught up with how small we can make a needle. It's smaller than what we can make. So it works great.
And speaking of 3D printing, if we may revisit CES, one of the main reasons we went back to the show on Friday was for a booth that we visited last year. They have various vending machines at this booth. They have, colorful flower cotton candy. They've got custom popcorn. They've got custom ice cream. You can get a balloon blown up for you on these vending machines. But there was one that had a very long line on Thursday. I said, Dave, we've got to go back Friday. The line should be shorter. We'll get there early. And I brought one back for Isla. She was very excited. It is a vending machine that 3D prints chocolate. And it is the slowest machine, and it broke down several times while we were there. So speaking of inefficient.
Yeah, it broke down
so
while
it took
we were
about
in line.
5 minutes to print this little tiny, that's not a rhino there, but I built I had a little rhinoceros. It's about that big. The chocolate, I mean, I don't think it's high quality chocolate. There's the machine.
Well, how could it be?
I don't know.
Yeah, this was earlier.
These vending machines are a little gimmicky. I don't see it being a good idea, but back to producer Todd's comment. Was there anything worth actually getting excited for that seemed revolutionary or actually futuristic or a bunch of incrapification? I can see the potential with the robots. There was a lot of very smart people there working on robot stuff.
Yeah, imagine, for example, the robot. I'm sitting here in my office, and I grab a soda, and I drink it, and I put it back. Imagine if a robot can come in and go, zzz, zzz, zzz. I mean, industrial. Home stuff, I'm not so sure. It's going to be a long while. I think smart devices...
there were some very cool TVs that we saw, but again, I'm pretty sure 90% of the population is just going to Walmart or Target and picking up the size they need in the cheapest version. I don't know.
This has been true for a while, Nate. The cheapest, crappiest TV that you can buy today is better than one of the $1,000 TVs of 5 years ago. So we've hit this point in time where the TVs are so good, even if you look at them and you're like, well, that doesn't have very good off-axis angle, and the color is not great, and the resolution, it's still way better than what I was watching as a kid. Like a 17-inch screen,
black and white, fuzzy picture.
I had to go to the Shakespearean Theater to see my entertainment when I was a kid. Then you have microphones. They had to yell real loud.
I'm trying to think, like the TP-Link smart home stuff seemed pretty cool. We did we posted the video. Dave did an interview with the lady there where it's, kind of the smart home all working together better, and giving you could say like, what's my cat been doing for the last week, or who delivered that package, or that kind of stuff with some smarter smart home stuff.
Yeah, and I wasn't 100% into that because you get to a point where you don't want your home just tracking
Doing
everything that you
everything.
do.
Yeah.
But like here was a doorbell and
The palm
a
recognition on
door
their
lock
door
thing.
lock. Um,
But yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of iterations, like even at the top floor at the Venetian, or no, the South Hall where they have like Aki and a lot of those like device accessory manufacturers. They're doing some cool new battery packs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you found one that you liked better than your Anchor ones, and of
Nope.
course we didn't get to see Anchor. But it seems like some of the wireless charging and that stuff's getting better, but there was nothing that like my okay, Dave, here's the question.
Okay.
Besides the massage chair, which massage chairs exist, and we even saw those last year. Is there anything at the show where you're like, man, my life will not be complete unless I have that product? Maybe that e-ink frame, the guy we were talking
Yes.
to.
I'm a big fan of e-ink, and I I started editing those videos, and we talked to one guy from Bluminate, and then we talked to the other guy the next day, and I was kind of looking at their products. They both use I can't remember the technology of the screen, because there's like one factory that makes all the screens. It's just you put them in your products, and they seem to be identical. Like this is the one that's
Oh,
going to come out later this year. They looked the same form factor, the
yeah.
same angled back, the same screen display, and I was just like, I'm not even sure that these are different
And
products.
those are still pretty high priced.
Yeah, they're like
Um,
$1,000 for a decent sized e-ink display.
yeah. So
Um,
that'll come down.
yeah, but those are
But
really cool. The colors, the brightness, the pixels are still a little big, but from 2 or 3 feet back, you're like, wow, this photo is amazing. And then you kind of peek
yeah.
in, and it breaks down a little bit. But for something you can hang on your wall where the battery lasts months, and every day it can be a new piece of artwork. Or one of the things that my sister and I wanted to do for my mom was to get an LCD screen, the standard photo framed
Photo
ones,
frame.
and hook it up to Wi-Fi, and then we would control what pictures would show up. And so we'd put a bunch from, we went to the beach, and so here's a few photos from the beach. And as she's sitting in her chair watching TV, like the photo would change every 30 minutes or something
Yeah.
like that, and she could participate. But I think the e-ink version of those frames are still a little too pricey.
Yeah. Yeah. Photo frames are cool. So I guess my answer, and you can see if you agree, Dave, is there was nothing I felt that was truly revolutionary. There were some very cool
No.
products, some very cool potential, but I am still super glad we went and we saw a lot of fun stuff there. I mean,
Yeah.
just it is amazing. You can't even explain the scale. Producer Todd also said, LOL, Mark neglected to bring the mosquito thing up on our show or to me. That was a Not Nerd exclusive.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, is that, sorry, I said, do you agree with me? And then I jumped onto a comment, but
Yeah, I
uh,
agree. There's nothing revolutionary. I've seen e-ink displays before. I've seen robots before. I've seen AI before. I've seen washer and dryers before. Like last year, I was a little blown away by those transparent displays, but now it's kind of like, what do you use it
yeah,
for? Um,
yeah,
so other than that, it's more of the same. So I look forward to coming back next year, and maybe we'll stay at Circus again in the main tower to save ourselves 12 minutes of walking every day. Um,
yes,
but
yes.
I'm going to keep going back, and I'm going to keep
Yeah,
looking at new technology, because I think it's one, it's fun, but two, we're able to share with you all what is
yes,
the up and coming thing. And I just have to say, AI, 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 AI. It's not going away, so you're going to see it in everything, in your teeth,
yes.
toothbrushes, in
Toothbrushes.
your smartwatches, in your smart rings, in your smart
Yeah,
everything is going to have AI, whether
yeah.
it's really AI or not. They're
Yeah,
going to
we
call it
did, and
AI.
another part is being able to see stuff in person. There's something very cool about that, and
Mm-hmm.
having conversations. We had a lot of great conversations with people, seeing people excited
Yeah.
about their products. One of the things that I think next year I want to look at more, and it'll be more advanced next year, is a lot of the glasses, the different glasses. We just kind of walked, but like the X Real ones I saw later, well,
They're
they had
getting
some new
better.
features and stuff, just to kind of get a feel for that. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait for next year. And producer Todd says, where are we supposed to be storing these huge laundry or household helper robots? My house is barely big enough for me, let alone 9 7-foot tall robots, all of which have different purposes. Now, Todd, I would say to you, and also to Dave and I, that at this point, these robots are not for our houses. They
If
are
you
for
can't
people that have extra rooms
if you can't afford a
that they don't
house
know what
to
to do
house one of
with it.
these robots, you can't afford the robot. So
Yes, yes, yeah,
it's not
exactly.
a use case. They'll get smaller. You'll have a little BB-8 running around your room with little arms that are
Yeah,
picking up stuff, and it's going to be fast. And AI is helping us merge the worlds of electronics and personalities, and so you can have a little robot that will talk to you and give you comfort and remind you to do
yeah,
things. And I think that'll take shape from a little thing you set on your nightstand to a moving robot that either flies or rolls around your property. So that stuff is coming, and I think that would work in your small house, Todd. And it can be your little
yeah,
friend. Although
yeah,
I
yeah.
think you don't want a
There were,
roommate, so maybe you don't want an AI
yeah,
roommate
yes.
either.
There were several products that are kind of designed to be. It seemed like, especially the ones I noticed, are like the AI companion, where it's like a little Furby type ball type thing that your kid can interact with and have it help with its homework and all that kind
Mm-hmm.
of stuff. Which I don't know how excited parents are to
Well, there's going to be
give
some
their
social
kids AI.
implications of having shy
Yeah,
kids who aren't making relationships to make a relationship with a robot. I don't know that it's going to solve any problems. It's probably going to make it
yeah,
worse.
yes. Yes, indeed. Well, that's kind of a CES debrief,
Yeah,
to say the least. Hopefully, it gives you an idea kind of what we experienced. We had a great time. I
great
will
time.
tell you this, Dave. Saturday, the day after we got home, it was, first of all, weird to not have to walk anywhere. Second of all, it was very quiet not
Yeah,
being at the show. And third, my legs were killing me.
yeah.
I mean, it could have been close to 40 miles total between all our travel and everything that we walked.
And you walk less than me because you had those robotic legs on for about five
Yeah,
minutes.
for 5 minutes. And not only the walking that kills you, I think it's more the standing, because we were
Yeah.
on our feet at least 12 hours a day. It's like we'd get back to the hotel room and it was get on that bed and move as little as possible. But super fun show. I'd say I wish everybody could experience it. It would be a lot for most people, but
Yeah.
for two nerds like us to go get a bunch of content, learn a bunch of stuff, and come back and share it with all of you not nerds, I think that's a good way to do it. And we will continue sharing that content, all so that you can get out there and tech better. We'll see you next next week for the 10th anniversary. Will the show continue? Who
Who
knows?
knows?
You better like and subscribe.
Jonah, join us, won't you?
Yes. Or don't join us. Fine, we'll quit.
Fine. We're done.